Hi, welcome to the world of the spirit consciousness. This is the continuation of the book study session of the second module dealing with prana or vitality. So far, we have discussed introduction, appearance, references, and interpretation. Now, we are going to be discussing the features of prana. So, prana is the building block of life. Prana is central to all life. Prana is constantly renewed in the body. It enables sensations. Prana is the center point of spokes of universal wheel. Sun is the source of prana, pranic cycles and health, and prana exerts itself on all the planes. So this is how this video has been divided into these subsections. In the following slides, we will deal with each subsection. So prana as a building block of life, we have already seen that prana is essential for life and is life itself. It is a sum total of all the constructive vitality in the universe. So Helena Blavatsky says that every visible thing in the universe was built by such lives, from conscious and the divine primordial man down to the unconscious agents that construct matter. By the manifestation of prana, the spirit which is speechless appears as a speaker. So here what it means is this, that consider this as a spirit and this as a person or the human being. So in absence of prana, the spirit cannot act from the human perspective. It cannot act as a human. So therefore, when the prana is there, the spirit which is unable to speak on its own is able to appear and function as a speaker. The prana builds all life. So Blavatsky compares prana with oxygen and then draws a comparison between etheric double and nitrogen. So it says that etheric double is the inert vehicle of life. It functions with the prana just like nitrogen, a chemically inactive gas, is when it's mixed with oxygen. So for the respiration in organisms and is largely present in all the organic substances. So prana therefore is central to all life. An atom can also be deemed as life, however it has the consciousness of the third logos. A microbe can also be deemed as life, however it has the consciousness of the second logos, which is assigned and altered by the planetary logos and the spirit of earth. Prana builds up all the minerals on the physical plane and regulates the chemico-physiological changes in the protoplasm. This regulation causes differentiation and construction of the several tissues in the bodies of plants, humans, and animals. These organisms depict the presence of prana by responding to stimuli, and prana is constantly refreshed in the body. So the particles of the etheric body are also being constantly changed and replaced by new etheric particles. That is in the form of the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the prana in the form of vitality globules. This is similar to how the particles of a physical body are constantly being changed and replaced by new particles obtained from food, water, and air. And prana also gives the ability to feel pain and pleasure. So the nerve matter or the cells are formed by the mixture of astral and physical prana, which gives the ability to experience pain and pleasure. These cells develop into fibers as a product of thoughts, and the prana that courses along such fibers comprise of physical, astral, and mental prana. Prana is also all-pervasive. So according to a hymn on prana, Prana is the one life and is the center point of the seven spokes of the universal wheel. It is present on all the planes, including physical, astral, mental, etc. Here we are concerned with only the appearance of prana and how it works in the physical plane. It is important to note that there are seven varieties of prana on the physical plane, and sun is the source of prana. The seven varieties of prana on the physical plane we've already discussed when we had discussed appearances and the seven colors. So coming to sun as a source of prana, so prana is separate from the heat, light, etc., which is emanated from the sun, but it seems to depend on sunlight for its manifestation on the physical plane. So when the sunlight is ample, the prana is also found to be ample, and when the sunlight is absent, the prana is also scant. Prana is generated in huge numbers and are constantly overflowing within themselves in bright sunshine. There is a drop in formation of prana in overcast skies. In the same way, the production of globules is comparatively higher in summer than in winter. At night, prana generation is entirely stopped and then the existing stock is used. The vitality globules remain intact once it is charged, and it remains so until it is absorbed by a living being. So therefore, the amount of prana can never become nil. So therefore, what we realize is that pranic cycles through the day have a bearing on our well-being. So aligning with pranic cycles is beneficial to health. So there is a physical elemental in the body which has the function of protecting the body and also absorbing vitality to keep the body in good health. So when the body is awake, the nerves and muscles are tensed up to respond immediately to action. And while asleep, the body is focused on absorbing vitality. This is why one feels more energized after a sleep or even a very short nap. This activity is most successful around dusk when the amount of vitality globules is very high. It is popularly said that sleeping for an hour before midnight is worth sleeping 2 hours after it. These globules are the lowest in quantity during dawn, and that is probably why so many deaths occur during these hours. Prana impacts us on all the planes. So prana is poured not only on the physical plane but also on all other planes like emotional, intellectual, spiritual, etc. Hence, a person feels better on all the planes under a clear sky with lots of sunshine. Hence, the right feeling and clear thoughts can help the physical body to absorb more globules and hence maintain a very good physical health. The colors of the etheric prana correspond to that of the astral prana to some extent. So, this is an interesting connection between the emotional, astral, spiritual health and the physical health. So, even Lord Buddha once said that the first step to prana is perfect physical health. Prana governs the various key functions of life. So, the functions of prana we will be discussing in the next section of this module in the next video. So, do stay tuned in. Thank you.